Hey everyone, welcome back to Sawyerridgefarm. My name is Alex, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you guys how I do my garlic braids. So it's been at least a few weeks since we harvested our garlic, and as you can tell they are completely dried out and cured. So this is the stage that you want them to be before you do your braids. But before I actually get into the process of showing you how the braids are made, I want to explain to you just a little bit of the reasoning why we choose to do the braids. One reason, and it's the obvious, is they just look really cool. So if someone sees this, you have company over for dinner or family over for dinner, they see this hanging in your kitchen, they're going to think that's pretty cool. It's very eye appealing, it just looks really neat. So that's one reason why I like to do the braids. Another reason why I like to do the braids is because it actually stores the garlic very well. This is a very good option for storing your garlic. It allows a lot of airflow through there, so it's not going to go bad. I actually still have a garlic braid hanging in my kitchen that I made last year, and the garlic on it is still perfectly good, and I can still be using it to cook with today. I mean, it's still good, so it stores it very well. And the third reason why I like to do the braids is because, as you guys know, and as you saw in our previous harvesting video, we planted a lot of garlic this year, and we did that on purpose because we both have large families and we want to be able to share with our family and friends. We want to also be able to make some garlic powder this year. We're going to try that for the first time. We've never done it before. But you have to have a lot of garlic for those things. And the third reason is because we want to try to sell some of our garlic. Any extra income you can get on the farm is always helpful. So we try to be very mindful of just little ways that we can make a little extra money on the farm, and selling this garlic is going to be one of them. So I think that when they're braided up like this, they're more likely to sell. People would rather buy something like this than just the bulb itself. Not saying that this wouldn't sell, but they're more likely to buy something like this rather than just the bulb. So that's why I like doing the braids. Before I get into showing you, I want to tell you a few of the things that you're going to need. You're going to need a pair of scissors. You're also going to need some twine, and it can be any kind of twine. This is cotton, but you can use anything that you have. And a small brush. And so those are the three things you're going to need. And now I'm going to bring you guys in closer and show you the actual process of braiding up the garlic. Alright, so before we get started, I forgot to mention that I like to do my braids with about 12 to 14 bulbs of garlic. You can do as small or as big a braid as you'd like, but I always like to keep it around 12 to 14 bulbs. So the first thing that you're going to want to do is take your garlic and just snip off the roots. And if you have something to catch these in, that's probably better. I don't right at the moment, but it's okay. It's pretty windy out here today, so the wind will take it off. You're just going to want to trim those up. Probably could have got some sharper scissors. Alright, so they're going to look like that. You guys can see that. And then you're going to get your brush and just lightly brush off the garlic. I always like to take off this bottom leaves. It just works a little better for me. So take off the bottom leaves, and then I have just that. Brush this one a little bit more. Alright, so that bulb of garlic is ready for a braid. Then you just repeat with all the rest of them. Another thing is, some people are asking if they should wash their garlic bulbs off whenever they harvest them. These have never been washed, and it's not that you can't. You can if you want, but I choose not to, just because I feel like it helps them last a little longer. So I never wash them, but you can if you want. I usually just, right before I use the garlic to cook with, I'll just wash it off. So right now I'm just breaking off like one layer of that paper, and that also helps kind of get the dirt off. And just take your brush and brush it off. Just like that. So I'm gonna get the rest of these done and bring you guys back whenever we're ready to start braiding. Alright, so now I have all the garlic bulbs cleaned up and the roots trimmed on them. And another thing I didn't mention is whenever I do my garlic braids, I like to have a variety of large, medium, and small bulbs. And you'll see why here in just a second. So let's get started. First, you're going to want to start out with your larger bulbs. And you're going to want to line them up just like this. The biggest bulb you have, I always start with in the middle like this, and then I put the two a little bit smaller ones off to the side, and I put the one in the middle, and then I just cross over the other two just like this. So it should look like that. Now I'm going to get a piece of twine. Doesn't have to be very big. It's not very big, just a small little piece. And tie these three together. Bear with me, guys. I'm trying to film this at an angle to where it's going to be easiest for you guys to learn. It's a little difficult, but I think we'll get her done. So tie these three together. You want to make sure they're pretty snug, and you just tie a simple knot. You want to make sure it's pretty tight. Just like that. Okay, now that I have these three tied just like that, I'm going to start braiding. So I take this right side, put it towards the middle. Take the left side, put it towards the middle. And you got your first braid. Now I'm going to start adding in the medium size bulbs, and I put that directly in the middle just like that, and then I'm going to also braid that into the mix here. So I just took the right, put it towards the middle, take the left, put it towards the middle. Okay, now that one's braided into it. Get another medium size, and I just go either to the left or to the right. I'll go to the left, and that is with the middle stalk right there. See, I have these, the right and the left, and then I got the middle, so I just put this to the middle, fold over the right, put it towards the middle, fold over the left, put it towards the middle. So now this one is braided into the rest. Then I take another medium-sized one. It's with the middle stalk, and just do the same thing. Right to the middle, left to the middle. Just like that. You want to try to keep this as snug as possible. And I put another one in the middle. Right to the middle, left. Now to the middle. So if you've noticed, every time I put a right and a left, then the next one I put in the middle. So you'll have a right, left, middle, and you just keep going and keep doing that all the way to the end. And then once you've put the final one on there, you'll just keep going all the way down, right to the middle, left to the middle, all the way down. That's probably good right there. I don't want to make this part too long. And I just noticed that I left this one out, but it's not a big deal. I'm not going to go back and undo all this just to put that one in there. Now I'm going to cut another piece of twine. This one might cut just a little bit bigger. And right about at the end of the braid, wrap this around and tie it off. Make sure it's pretty tight on there, and I just tie a bow like you're tying your shoes. I'll double knot it just to make sure it's good. So now you have all of that. And then with this extra right here, I just like to make it look a little tidy. And I go up probably 2 or 3 inches above where I tied it off and cut it straight. And then you have your garlic braid. It's probably not the best braid that I've done, but it is a little difficult doing it on camera. So that's the final product right there. And if you were going to hang it, you could either hang it from this string back here, or you can put another piece of twine right here and just make a loop and hang it from a nail or whatever you want to hang it from. And that's how you do it. Alright guys, so that is it. We are finished with the garlic braid. I really hope that you guys were able to make sense of that. I tried my best to do it at an angle that would be best for you guys to learn. Definitely don't get discouraged if your first one doesn't turn out very well, or just don't get frustrated if you can't figure it out right away. Trust me, there's several garlic braids that I've done that were not perfect by any means, and I'm still not perfect. So I still learn each and every one. You'll get better and better the more that you do. So I encourage you just to give it a try, and if it doesn't work out, just keep trying. But guys, that's where we're going to wrap up today's video. I hope you liked it, and if you have any comments or questions or anything, feel free to leave them in the comments section below. We really love reading through those and interacting with you guys. So if you have any questions at all, leave those down there. If I didn't explain something very well, leave it down there and I'll try my best to explain it. If you like this video, please hit the thumbs up button, and if you're not subscribed to our channel, I ask you please subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching. We hope you have a great rest of the day, but for now, take care and God bless.